Ukrainians displaced by the war have found refuge here in New Jersey, including one woman who fled from bombs that nearly took her life, then received life-changing treatment at a Jersey Shore hospital for her Parkinson's disease to start her life over. Senior correspondent Joanna Gaggis has her story.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't drink a cup of tea. I couldn't write. I couldn't type. I couldn't open a laptop and open any website. I couldn't do anything. Anything.
Tetiana Zaitseva was a nurse in Ukraine when she says the tremors in her hands started. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, and over time she developed debilitating tremors that limited her ability to do most daily tasks.
I couldn't stand up, get up from the bed. I couldn't eat anything with a spoon for a long time.
When the war in Ukraine reached their neighborhood in Kyiv, Zaitseva, her daughter Anastasia Kolomychek, and her grandson fled to America for safety. It was here she learned she was eligible for a procedure called deep brain stimulation, or DBS.
DBS is an operation that allows you to put wires in the brain and reprogram the circuit in the brain that's not functioning correctly. It requires the wires are then attached to extension cables that are then attached to a generator that sits underneath the skin, usually in the chest.
Through brain mapping, the surgery team here at Hackensack Meridian Jersey Shore University Medical Center determines where to place what are called contacts using a lead to navigate through brain matter to find the areas in the brain that'll target the right circuits.
In the brain, there's 4 little tiny contacts. I tell patients that the lead that's in their head is about the size of an angel hair spaghetti. So it's very tiny.
Once the location is determined, the team has to find the right frequency for the electrical currents that'll travel to those contacts.
So for patients with tremor, I've got to sort of match that tremor so they'll have a higher frequency, as opposed to patients who maybe has slowness and rigidity. I don't need as quick of a frequency. So,
is that frequency happening throughout a day, or is it happening when there's a tremor?
Nope. Constant. It never stops. The beauty of the DBS and why we can get patients off of medication or decrease their medication significantly is because the DBS is always working. So when patients don't have this device, they take their pills, goes into their stomach, the dopamine gets in the cells, their symptoms relax. But now you've got this device always stimulating the dopamine in the cells.
Before the surgery, I had to take a pill, wait a certain amount of time. It was 1 hour and a half. And then I was realizing I have 20 minutes left. So I was using this 20 minutes to take a shower and to change.
The procedure isn't new, but the physicians here say many people who have Parkinson's don't know about it. And those who do, well, some are afraid to do it because it is, after all, brain surgery.
I said, Mom, this is your health. I don't want to be guilty of anything that happens. You just tell me, well, how do you feel? Do you feel that you want to do it? Do you want to risk? And she was saying, look how I'm feeling. What's the purpose of having a life like this?
This is really minimally invasive. And there are really terrible things that can happen in your brain. And this is not one of them. This is something that every Parkinson's patient should be evaluated for because it is such a quality of life improvement for them.
It's magical, actually. You know, for people having whatever disease is being treated, you can turn this device on and instantly it's like the disease never happened.
It's been 4 months since Zaitseva had life-changing surgery. She's able to adjust the frequency on her device whenever her tremors increase through an app on her phone that her medical team also has access to. And today, she has a whole new lease on life.
Every day I was finding something that I forget how to do things. And every day was a surprise. Oh, I can do this, I can do this. Now it's difficult to believe that she ever had it. You just forget how bad she felt.
But today she's feeling better than ever and is even ready to enroll in some classes to learn English. In Neptune City, I'm Joanna Gaggis, NJ Spotlight News.